Hey guys, how's it going? In today's video, I'll be going over some of the things I use to be a more productive and efficient programmer. If these tips do help you out, be sure to leave a like on the video, otherwise enjoy. So when you get given a project or an exercise, it's always a good idea to write down the execution of your program before you start hammering on your keyboard. When you start going into bigger projects, you'll start using specialized software to design your classes and show how they interact with each other. But before that, if you're just starting out and writing simple programs, it's a good habit to start off with a pen and paper and write down, for example, the algorithm, loops, and things like that, and to really get the solution clear in your head before you start working. I assure you this will save you a lot of time down the road, and you'll be able to see problems before they even pop up. So now that you've designed your program, it's time to make a list of all the different steps you need to take to make it a reality. I use Trello for most of my projects, but I also just write down in a book all the steps I need to take. This is going to help you set clear goals and save a lot of time you would have spent just wondering what to do next. It'll also make your life easier when you have to share work with someone else if you're doing the project with a lot of other people. So this tip links in with the second one, and it's to use something called a Pomodoro Timer. A Pomodoro Timer is when you set a goal to complete and you have 25 minutes to accomplish the task. After 25 minutes, whether you've completed it or not, you take a 5-minute break, and after 5 minutes you set another goal and work on that for 25 more minutes. I use a website called Timer, and using this method has really helped me split my work into bite-sized pieces, and works well because you concentrate on a single task really intensely for 25 minutes. Using the website can help gamify the process as well, so if you're having a hard time getting disciplined to it in the beginning, be sure to try it out. So this tip might sound a bit silly if you've already been programming for a while, but it took me over a year to find out what it was, and that's to do something called an IDE, or Integrated Development Environment. What makes an IDE different from a text editor like Notepad is all the enhanced functionalities that come with it. So you get things like auto-completion when you're programming, syntax highlighting, debugging tools. You can run your program directly inside the IDE, so it helps centralize all the development process and tools in one place. My favorite ones to use are from the JetBrains suite. They aren't free, but they're the best in the industry in my opinion. There's also Visual Studio Code, which is also a very good free alternative. So normally if you followed the past few tips, you should be pretty well set up to start working more productively. My last tip is to find whatever works for you to enter a flow state. For me, that's noise cancelling headphones, but for other people it could be working in complete silence. The main point is that you need to have a few hours a day where you complete work in a deep state of concentration. You know when you've entered a flow state because you come out of it and time will have passed super fast for you, and hopefully you would have gotten a lot done. So try and avoid distractions and having noisy people around you, and get a few hours of intense concentration in a day. If you manage that, it'll have a compound effect and you'll have accomplished a lot more than your peers. So that's it for the video guys. I really do hope these have helped you out. If they did, consider leaving a like and subscribing. I've also left my socials in the description below. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.